Hello, beautiful morning to you and welcome to another edition of the Weekend Show. I am David Okpokwasele.
And my name is still Oluchi Kalwemeka. Thank you so much for sticking with us every Saturday morning, and today included.
Yes, and like we do it here, we give you everything you need to relax on a Saturday morning as well as be informed about what is happening around you.
And today we'll kick it off with the press review this morning, reviewing headlines, making it on the ABS platforms and on the main dailies.
All right, let's kick off from, let's bring you that paper review this morning. All right, let's begin this discussion this morning with ABS website. The major story is making it on ABS website. Soludo receives more commendations for launching state on course of sustainable development. 2,000 unaccredited schools in Anambra risk sanctions. Local government elections, Soludo flags off ABGA campaign in Orumba North. ANSEC ends council tour, reassures political parties of level playing ground. Local government election, ANSEC commences training of staff. Those are the major stories making it on our headlines today.
And then we'll start the dailies with the Saturday Punch newspaper. And it's quite a busy one. We have on top of that page, petrol loading from Dangote refinery begins next week, says marketers. Well, let's hope that's the good news. We have When Love is Blind, visually impaired broadcaster beats odds to marry sighted friend. Wow. All right, then the major rider. Edo governorship poll, APC, PDP, Labour Party trade tackles as parties mobilize huge funds for vote buying. Parties may pay 20,000 naira per vote. EFCC, INEC warn against inducement. And then we also have current Super Eagles lacking 1994 squad chemistry, says Peter Rufai. Freed Nigerian Canadian woman justifies threats of that's the story of mass poisoning. And then finally, the last but not the least that will be taken from this paper is rituals. Single ladies panic as bloodthirsty boyfriends slaughter lovers. Quite sad. I actually feel people should learn from this.
That's a very sad one. The week that passed. The Guardian weekend this morning, risks notwithstanding, what makes egg donation alluring to young women? Find out the details on page 7, 8, and 9 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Tinubu and the writing on the wall, inside stuff on the Guardian weekend. Iradia, as a developing society, Nigeria must not foolishly tie itself to a political party. EPO, harnessing Nigeria's untapped gas potential for economic development. Get the details of this story on the Guardian weekend this morning.
And then the Daily Trust this weekend, we'll be starting with the top of the paper. We have extremely many missed deadlines of Port Harcourt refinery resumption. Gani Adams, Ajero, Toji, Igoven in the news. And then we have the major rider. Why I take the bullet for PDP, said Damagun, says APC campaigning for us ahead of 2027. We will win election if members unite, says Sule Lamido. And then selfish interests responsible for our problems, says Abamoro. We also have NAF kills a bandits kingpin, Kachala, and 38 others. Inside declining fortunes of Yankari Game Reserve. And that's it from the Daily Trust this weekend.
And then finally, on the Saturday Vanguard this morning, we have federal government Dangote reach agreement on petrol supply. Lifting begins tomorrow. Page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Animal feed now delicacy to some families. Nigerians speak on their desperate struggles to survival. Find out the details of that on page 10. Election or war. What is happening in Edoguba 2024 is also making the front page headline of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Maiduguri flood disaster, 2 die in stampede for food. Hunger pushes non-victims into IDP camps for food palliatives. Civilian JTF rape women, take our food, victim says. Dangote donates 2 billion naira, calls for support to Boronu. Those are the major stories that we have on the front page of the Saturday Vanguard this morning. We also have Wike explodes, there's PDP governors not ready to forgive Fubara. Edo Rek is my cousin, nobody can intimidate him. Those are the stories here.
And then, quite funny one. All right, so that's it. The much we're going to be taking from these headlines. Remember to read up details. First, to get to find out details of the stories making it on the ABS website, you have to do something very simple. Stick with the ABS platform, television, radio, and our online platforms. And then you can also listen to our news, our bulletins. And then for the dailies, you can visit the vendor closest to you, or you can visit the website of the dailies.
And that's how far we can go this morning, looking at the dailies this morning. Remember, the Weekend Show continues with our discussion segment.